Uber and Lyft are like a casino. We don't know what trips we're gonna get. We're kind of just gambling as rideshare drivers. It's so cold. Let's go inside and talk about this. Oh man, it is so cold out there. Yeah. So, to me, Uber and Lyft are like a casino. And let me explain. We as drivers go out like we're gonna go and win. We're gonna go make some money. And a lot of the times we act as if our best ride will always happen or our best night. So last New Year's, I made $500. Today, I'll be happy with 200. But I drive as if I'm gonna make 500, and I remember that one ride where the guy tipped me $100, and maybe that'll happen again. So it's like a casino. We're pulling the casino lever with a slot machine. Come on, give me another ride. Come on, give me another big tip. And it's like we're gambling. And I know gambling can be a real unhealthy problem for people too. And a lot of times, drivers like me, we think we have control. We think we, know what we're doing. And one of the ways that we think we know what we're doing is this idea of which rides we accept versus which rides we reject. And we're going to train the algorithm. So when I use YouTube or X or Facebook or whatever, the more things that I click and like on and watch and subscribe to, make comments to, I'll get similar things. So if you were to go watch my YouTube channel right now, I'm getting a ton of golf videos because it's so cold outside. I watch a lot of replays of great golf rounds and things like that. And so because I like and I subscribe to them and I watch them, and that's my thing, right? I think the same thing is true with rideshare drivers. We think we can train the algorithm. If I reject a bunch of garbage rides, no, swipe, 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 I think they're going to start to train the algorithm to give me the rides that I like. But I don't think Uber and Lyft are like social media apps. They're more like gambling apps. And so we, as gamblers, as drivers, like to think we're in control, but we're not. Now, we're in control in the sense of which rides we accept, which rides we reject. But this idea that if we reject a bunch of garbage rides and only accept the sweet rides, the great rides, the cherries, they say, right? We're going to train the algorithm. And I just don't think that's the case. Now, I'm not saying you should take a crap ride. Don't do that. I'm just saying let's just go into it with our eyes open and in knowledge of what is the reality. The reality is these apps are designed to get us to take the rides that are most profitable for Uber and Lyft. That may mean a really crappy ride for us. Now, I'm not much of a gambler, but what I know about gambling is instead of focusing on the big wins, hitting the exact number in roulette or winning the Powerball or some sort of thing, I think what we can do to have success, because I like driving and I'm happy with it, even though I don't like the apps sometimes and et cetera, et cetera. I think we need to manage and mitigate our risks. It's like knowing when to, when you up and you win and you're winning in gambling, you just take your winnings and leave the table kind of thing. How do we manage our risks? Okay, so one thing that we can do to manage our risks is drive when we know we're going to drive. Have like a plan when we go and drive. Drive in the locations that we know have been good for us and that we like to drive in. Accept only the trips that are profitable for us and that take us in the direction that we want to go. have insurances and stuff like that. That's how we manage the risk instead of trying to always hit the jackpot. And I think an example of drivers that I think do this maybe unhealthily would be like a driver at an airport. The drivers that sit there rejecting rides all day, hoping to get the $500 ride. And they may get it once a week or even once a couple times a week, but they can't make it's hard to make a living off that. You're hoping that the algorithm gives you the rides that you want, and the algorithm's designed not to do that. So instead, you have to manage your risks. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but it's just like a gambling app. And I think ultimately what we have to do is have a healthy relationship with the app. Because if you're like me, I love doing rideshare. It's fun. I love meeting the people. I love the idea of I can drive when I want to drive and take the trips I want to take. And I like that. And I think it's like that. But I also am very realistic about what's possible as a rideshare driver. I don't believe that, I'm going to get rich doing this. I don't believe that the apps are on my team. I don't think the passengers, if they could get a free ride, they wouldn't do it. Maybe it's not even like a casino's not the right analogy or metaphor. It's almost like you're playing with a tiger. You're grabbing the tiger by its tail. And out of the blue, like yesterday when I got kicked off the Lyft app, boom, it strikes you. Or like when, you get in a car wreck or a passenger throws up in your vehicle. You're trying to mitigate risks as opposed to winning jackpots. So yeah, have a healthy relationship with the app. Understand what it's about. Be realistic. Yeah, that's it for 2025. I don't know. What do you think? For this between rides, I'm trying to stop in between rides and record some content. Hope this is working out for you. Hey, be well, be safe in 2025. Drive your way. Do it the way you want to do it. And I'm celebrating. I'm cheering for you. Be well. Bye.